reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this edition of the video log. A big thank you for everyone who has liked, shared, commented and subscribed to the channel. Please take a moment now, hit the like and subscribe button and a comment, drop a comment. It is appreciated. Today we're going to be talking about, and we're going to do a two-part series, an informative series on terminologies we are hearing a lot. Today we're going to be talking and looking at technocracy, a technocratic society, what that is. Another name for that would be something like a surveillance state, where you are tracked and traced, all of your movements and actions are monitored. Big brother watching. And this is current for us as we are having this push towards logging into every place we can go. A system where tracking and tracing can happen in the guise of the V word to keep us safe. Yeah, right. That's a TUI billboard. And the explanation of what a technocracy is: the government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. The government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. One of the countries that is using a technocratic system or a surveillance state system is the Communist government in China, the Chinese CCP party, Chinese Communist Party. They have over 200 million cameras surveilling their population. They monitor, they have a social credit score, they can take away rights and privileges, and it controls all aspects of their life. The totalitarian tiptoe.
So, picture your life in a place where everything you do, what you buy, how you behave, is tracked. The government gives you a score, and the score is a measure of how trustworthy you are as a citizen and determines what you're allowed to do. Like, ever. What does your life look like when your every move is watched?
In the free Western democracies, we are used to having our right to privacy, our right to not have our movements tracked and traced. Freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom of speech. All of these freedoms are taken away in a technocratic technocracy, a surveillance state where everything is tracked and traced. And they are trying to push this in, as I said before, under the guise of keeping us safe from the pandemic. And this is part of the UN New World Order, the global reset. They are trying to get us to acquiesce and give away our rights and freedoms for a little safety. And the more we can see it, the more educated we are, the more we can push back against it and say no, a hard no. One of my favourite rugby players when I was a lad, John Kerwin in the corner, the stiff arm bend, and we can see they restrict people's movements if your credit score gets too low. Yeah, they can control where people go, where they live, who they see, where they travel.
I think the system is working as a warning or an alert to to push people to do it, to be a good person.
And it's mandatory. When it goes national, social credit scores will be assigned to every one of China's citizens for life. So, in 2014, the Communist Party called for a system to allow the trustworthy to roam everywhere under heaven while making it hard for the discredited to take a single step.
And in this current scamdemic situation, they're talking about vaccine passports, not being able to travel without a vaccine passport. You know, they're talking about no jab, no job, you know, having to be vaccinated to work or go to school and this sort of thing. Control, fear and control against freedom and choice. Freedom and choice, fear and control. So we can see that they're trying to instill some of these into our ways of life. And are we going to comply? Are we going to have our say? In a fair democratic society, we have the public servants, our elected officials, are our representatives. They do the will of the people.
He explains that being blacklisted means he can't buy airplane or train tickets. When he tries, a message pops up saying he's discredited. By the end of last year, blacklisted people were blocked from booking 23 million flights and 5 million high-speed train trips. And the list goes on. Being discredited makes it hard to get a job, a loan, a hotel room.
And David Icke talks a lot about the Hunger Games society, which the globalist and elites are trying to bring in, where the population is controlled. And I watched the Hunger Games the other day, and the central controlling body, the global and elites, they have all the technology, they have all the surveillance, they live in ivory towers in the Hunger Games, and the population is controlled in a smaller area with surveillance, police, military, this sort of thing. The outdoor spaces are controlled by the ruling and elites, and this is the sort of thing. The more compliance tests that we pass, the more times we acquiesce and take a knee, the more they see that they can continue to roll these things out. And you know, 20 million flights denied for people who had a low social credit score in China. 5 million high-speed train rides denied. Mortgages, family gatherings, special events, they can control all of this by the social credit, by this big brother, this technocracy. So these technocrats. So we need to be aware, do our research, be well informed, learn what these terminologies mean. I'm going to be doing a part 2 of another one of these, so we can really have knowledge is power. Knowledge is the cure for fear. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage. Speak your truth. Support each other. Have faith and have fun. Peace out. They will never take the green tea teams.
Oh, freedom!